Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and place to be, it's Debsy. Bloop, bloop, that's me. Boop, Debsy. Hey guys, happy Monday. Oh my gosh. Oh, and welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is having a great day. If not a great day, then at least a good day. Listen, the countdown is on. Saturday, I get this hair done, and I apologize. This looks so terrible. I just don't know what to do. Like here, it's not that I'm balding, it's just that I need to get my roots done. This is so bad. This is terrible. So you're gonna have to put up with this until, I don't know, until Sunday. So here we go. This is just it. Okay, so it is Monday, so that means last night I watched Real Housewives of New York, and we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about what happened on last night's episode. Last night was the big vow renewal / wedding anniversary. I don't know if I keep going like this. Wedding anniversary for Aaron and Gabe. They've been married 10 years, so they're gonna do it up. So let me give you the bad news. Well, no, let's not go with the bad news up front. But first off, Aaron, Uba and Aaron met at Jacob the jeweler's store. Pretty big jeweler, a pretty big guy in the jewelry world, in the diamond world. And they met there because Aaron is going to be borrowing some jewelry for her event. The earrings alone were $224,000. $224,000 for a pair of earrings. So the reason why I say the bad news is because this was the first and only time we got to see Uba during this episode. She was not able to go to the party because she had COVID. I felt bad for her. I felt real bad for her. And I felt bad for us because I enjoy Uba. Uba's one of the diamonds of this season for me. Also, Brynn and Jessel got together. They went shopping for Aaron's party. We come to find out Brynn was engaged 3 times. We knew that. But she said she was married 3 times because she wasn't ready. It's just easier to say yes to them rather than saying no. And then they discuss the invitation to this event. And there were like a ton of sponsors at the bottom. Like it was probably more sponsors than, I think she said more sponsors than like Coachella. Also, I don't know. I don't understand why you need any sponsors. I mean, I thought they had a lot of money. Why you would need that many sponsors or any sponsors. Jessel then also said that she feels that the common denominator amongst all of the drama, like if there's drama, the one common denominator amongst it all is Aaron. Now, listen, later on, we're going to find out that Aaron says at the start of her event that she just wants to bury everything that happened with Jessel, move forward, have fun, and start with a clean slate. I don't know if Jessel necessarily wants to do that. But a little bit later on, Aaron and Gabe met for dinner. We find out Gabe proposed after 9 months. And then she said, when she said, I want a rock, a big rock, what did he do? Did you see the size of that ring? He pulls out that ring from his pocket. It looked like it could have choked, I don't even want to say a horse. I want to say King Kong. It could choke King Kong. I don't know. I feel like she wears the pants in that family. Like I feel like between Jessel and Aaron, I think they both wear the pants in their relationships. We definitely know that Jessel does. Speaking of which, Jessel and her husband were discussing applications for schools for their twins, who are 2. 2 years old. I believe they're 2. They're 2 years old? Yes. So she calls them in. They go do the school applications. She was real condescending about the whole thing. She's like, I have to call him in here because he doesn't do anything. He does absolutely nothing at all. I have to do everything. Mark my words. I'm going to tell you, if those two do not at some point get divorced, listen, I'd be surprised as anybody if those two didn't get a divorce. They're talking about the school. One of the schools, they're talking about the schools. And she mentions that the first school has different campuses in different parts of the world. And he's like, well, we live in New York City, so we just need them to have a school here. And she's like, no, silly. I need for them to have, I need for them to be bilingual. They could speak Mandarin and they can speak, French and Spanish. Listen, he's like, they can just barely speak English. They don't need to be bilingual. The second school they were talking about was like a Montessori school, I think. And she was all excited about the different kind of famous people that go there. Tom Cruise sent his family. Tom Cruise sent his kid there. We could be hobnobbing with that kind of people. Listen, I don't want to be hobnobbing with Mr. Tom Cruise. I will tell my story in another video of how I came to be across the street during the filming of one of his movies in Pittsburgh. And I got to sit there and do my job all day and watch it. But listen, I don't want to be hobnobbing with Mr. Tom Cruise because of one reason, Scientology. No, thank you. And then we come to find out that this place, the tuition is for a year is $62,000. $62,000 damn dollars a year. But wait, she says you get an iPad and you get a Mac computer. He was like, listen, no. You know what she's all about? And she said it right there. She said it's in New York City where your kid goes is all about the status. That's what she's about. All about the status. So they're filling out these applications. And remember when she said that she wanted the kids to be bilingual? Girl, she can just barely use English. She was typing up this application and she used the word to describe one of her children, the word inept. And then was like, wait a minute, what does that mean? Is that bad? She had to look it up. She wants her children to be bilingual. Listen, I'm going to tell you what. Andy Cohen is never going to see this. I guarantee you, Andy Cohen will never, ever see this. Please, if he does, if anybody can get this to Andy Cohen, please do not have Jessel on the next season of this show. Please, I swear, after I saw this, I was downstairs screaming, please do not let her be on another episode or another season of this franchise. Please don't. Would I not watch it? Let's be for real. I would still watch it because it's Real Housewives of New York. Please, Andy Cohen, don't. You're not gonna listen to me. Okay, next up, we have Sai and her husband. Listen, I think out of all of the husbands, I think Sai's husband might be my favorite, just because when they were talking about going to this party, he was like, is it possible that I can go casual by just wearing like a tracksuit and a tie? That's why I do. I like her husband's not bad. I don't mind him. But they were talking about Jessel's reaction to Aaron calling her pampered and how she cried about it. He stood up for Jessel. He took her side, and he had said that he thinks that if he were in her situation, he would probably have a reaction too, because he said that he understands because of how busy her life has been, like with raising the kids, raising these two twins, and then returning back to work. I mean, she didn't have to return back to work, but he was saying, I get it. I can understand why she would be upset. And her husband had also said, that's amazing. Somebody came to you for questions on, advice on something. And I guess Sai had said that she has a tendency to be kind of hard on people, and she has a hard time feeling or showing empathy for people just because of her upbringing. That's all, just because of how tough her upbringing was. Ladies are picking out clothes for the party. Abe and Aaron are talking about some of the women. Brynn, we come to find out, Brynn is going to bring a friend because she wants to pick up men. He questions, is Jenna bringing anyone? Is she dating? And Aaron has said nobody, I mean, she doesn't really tell us a lot about it. And he says, oh, she's really private. Well, yes, she is private. I mean, some people just don't want to put everything out there. And the way that she was outed was very traumatic to her. So, I mean, she's kind of, a shy, private person. I don't know why he had to make a face like that. Come on. Okay, so the party. Her husband rented out a bank vault. It was beautiful. I mean, it was very over the top. It was very extravagant. For 10 years. For 10 years? I mean, what are they going to do when it's 20 or 30 or 50? I mean, I thought it was a little much. It was giving me the same vibes that Ramona was giving me whenever her and Mario had that renewal, and it was like just some random like years. It was 14 years. Like at 14 years, they're going to renew their vows. I don't understand why the big giant thing at 10 years. I mean, cool. That is a milestone, 10. Okay, but I don't know that I would go that big. The dress that Aaron was wearing. You have family there. You have your children there. And you got this chainmetal mesh dress on where your chitty bang bang is almost hanging out. I don't know. And then her father, listen, I'm going to tell you, her father kind of gives me the ick. Talking about how her boobs hanging out. No. I don't know. There's something about him that gets me icky. So then Brynn comes in wearing, I don't know why everybody has to wear fur. You know it's real. I just really wish they wouldn't wear the fur. And she has her sunglasses on the whole time. Now Aaron off camera is like, you can't take your glasses. She can't take her sunglasses off. Listen, how about this? How about if you not tell her to take her sunglasses off, and meanwhile you put your chitty bang bang girls back in the cage? I didn't like that at all. Your child is there and your mother. No, I didn't like that. We found out that Jessel has embryos frozen and waiting for her. And she's planning on having kids again. She's going to have them, but apparently her husband is done with that rodeo. I guess he just doesn't know it yet. And Senorita would be very, very, Senorita and the Countess would kind of be a little proud of Brynn. She was out there on the prowl for some men. Aaron tells Jessel that she wants to start fresh, and it seems like everything is okay for now. Maybe here's another thing. I love Jenna. Maybe Jenna shouldn't walk around just grabbing ass. I'm just saying. I love you, Jenna, but maybe don't do that. Not the time to be doing that. And we find out David is not going to be showing up. That's Sai's husband, not going to be showing up because the babysitter is sick. So he's staying home to watch the kids. I get that. I'm a big fan of not going out. And listen, guest star for the night, Mrs. Meredith Marks is in the building. I guess she's friends with Aaron. So Meredith and Brooks are there. Brynn is bored. Brynn was bored out of her mind. So she's flirting with everybody. She's flirting with Abe, talking about like, when you get divorced, I'll still be waiting for you whenever you're saying your vows. Don't say my name accidentally. I feel like Aaron kind of hears this because she's making like little faces. Jessel is standing there. She does not look comfortable. It looks like it's a little bit of an awkward laugh. But then she tells Abe, I'm not trying to go after you. I'm trying to go after her dad, after Aaron's dad. That way I can be her stepmom. I don't know. I know it's how she is. The dad, I know she was joking, but the whole thing with like Abe, I don't know. She had said later that she was bored, so she was just basically ripping on the party and flirting with the husband. That's what she was saying. And then, hey, listen, there was talk before about what's going on with Jenna. Jenna lets it fly that she in the last couple weeks had broken up with her girlfriend. And that, hey, if she were to meet the right guy, maybe she could go back with a guy. And I thought, as soon as she said that she had broken up, I wonder if it has to do with being on the show and maybe who she was with didn't want to be put out there. And that's kind of what she kind of inferred, that's maybe what happened, that she wanted to be more private with it. So you find out that one of your friends just broke up with their significant other. So what do? If you're Jessel, then you ask if she wants to have a threesome with you and your husband. And listen, I thought the same thing Jenna thought. Jenna was like, haven't you and your husband not had sex for like a couple years now? No, thank you. I think I'll pass. So we get to the vow renewal, and there's like, what were there, like 5 or 6 speakers? And the first speaker had like 4 pages of notes. By the end of this, the women were like, oh, forget it. And of course, if it's something that's put on by Aaron, a party, you know that they're not going to have any food. They had pigs in the blanket. That's it. So the ladies were talking about Nobu. Nobu's open until a certain time. And they're talking. And what's that? Did I take a picture of myself? Okay. So they're talking about this, and Aaron's sister comes up, scolds them for arguing or chit-chatting. And then the mother comes up, and they're like, I'm sorry, we can't talk. We were scolded and this and that. So Aaron gets up there, she's talking, and then Aaron calls them out for talking. And this whole time, throughout the whole thing, Brynn put her sunglasses on. I don't know why I thought that was just so funny. I was giggling to no end that she was just standing there bored as hell with her sunglasses on inside. So once again, they have this food. Who has just that? But we know, once again, if I'm ever planning a party, I'm not letting her plan it because there's never any food. So Sai is saying, listen, there's no food. She's a pescatarian. There's pigs in the blanket. She's a pescatarian. She can't eat those. So she's like, there's no food. This random woman catches her hair on fire. She's like, I said, I'm out of here. I'm starving. I gotta go. So she leaves. And then I get it. I understand that. I mean, you stayed there for everything. What the hell? So then Erin comes over, finds out that she left, and she's pissed because she didn't say goodbye. And she's saying, listen, Cy was real upset when Jenna left and the Hamptons and didn't say goodbye. So how is this any different? So it should be something next week. I mean, with Erin, Erin's probably gonna scream at everybody. So let me know in the comments if you watched, what you thought of tonight's episode. And with that being said, if nobody told you yet today, I love you. You're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there, and take care of one another. Please, if you're someplace where it is, triple digit weather, please stay safe, stay hydrated and cool. No matter where you're at, please stay safe. And it's a 3-hour Bachelorette finale tonight. So at some point tomorrow, you will get a video from me. So I will see you tomorrow, and everybody have a great rest of the week. Bye, guys. I love you. Bye, guys.